This is Ready Set Sold, the show that helps real estate buyers, sellers, and agents in the St. Louis Metro East area be more successful. I'm your host, Brian Vogt, a local realtor, Cardinal, and Blues fan, and author of 2 Amazon #1 best-selling books on real estate.
Now, there are different pots of money for different things. Wastewater has a sewer fund that pays for most of those things, and the library has a library fund, but an awful lot of things come out of the general fund. Liability insurance and all the different many of the different employees and insurance and payroll and services and what it costs for a payroll to do everything for all these departments. That's all comes out of the general fund. So we've been racking our brains, and we've been doing a lot of these meetings on the phone or teleconference with staff because we don't want to get too many people in the room, and we don't want to risk anybody's. For the first time in our life, my time here, we've had people working from home.
Sure.
Actually, it's worked pretty well. If you'd have said to me at Thanksgiving, if you'd have said, Mayor, you're going to have a fourth of your staff or more working from home by Valentine's Day or whatever it was, I'd have said, you're kidding, you're crazy. But we've met that milestone. I'm not sure where we're headed, but you are totally right. What we're going to experience in the next weeks and months and years ahead is going to be different. And we're going to have to rethink how we approach our mission. And our mission is to give good service to the citizens of Belleville and our visitors. We are a city that loves festivals. We love our Oktoberfest. We love our chili cook-off. We love our Chris Kindle. We love who would have thought Art on the Square on its 19th year would have been canceled this year.
Sure.
But you can't have 30, 40,000 plus people on some days show up downtown and be shoulder to shoulder looking at stuff and having a beer or buying a sandwich or talking or shaking hands when this horrible disease is spreading by just vapors or a handshake or whatever it might be. It's really caused us all to wake up and really take notice of how we do business and some safety things. You've got to protect your family. The citizens of Belleville are my family too. And I'm worried about making sure. Now I don't want to jinx myself, but everybody so far has behaved pretty well. It's sad to drive downtown at different times and not see the large number of people sitting outside eating or walking the streets. But the good news is people are pretty much listening to the warnings. And I think because of it, we have not had excessive amount of death in this local area. And we've not had, knock on wood, of our 300 to 325 full-time employees, knock on wood, we've had very little problems so far. Now, we know that can change in 24 hours.
Sure.
But we've got to take good precautions. We are making sure our employees, starting tomorrow, have to have masks when they're out at all. Now, our police and fire and those folks have had the protective equipment for weeks now. And I want to say a word of thank you to the county, Chairman Kern and everybody, and Barb Holt at the health department have been excellent sharing with us information and being a part of getting shipments of things on behalf of the whole county and sharing them with the cities. So I'm extremely appreciative of all that cooperation. Being the largest city in Southern Illinois, I'm constantly watching out for Belleville, but you've got to approach these things in a team effort. I'm also very pleased, I'll tell you, Brian, I'm on twice a week on a conference call with the governor's office with mayors throughout the state. And the governor's been on that call himself every time. And I've been impressed that he sees the value of not just passing that off to some staffer, but he is sharing with us, just like his daily press conferences, he's sharing with the mayors, answering questions and sharing information sometimes that might be preceding of what's going to come in the press conference the next day or so. I think the communication has been good. I get a lot of people emailing me, you got to call the governor and tell him I got to open up. Well, you certainly can email the governor's office. You can contact your local St. Clair County Health Department. They have more authority and jurisdiction on some of these health issues than I do. But I can tell you, the only way we're gonna turn this thing around is if we're all working together. And I'm proud to say so far, and I'm a little worried about the month of May because I'm afraid people might get a little bit tired of being sheltered in, tired of staying home when the sun starts to come out and gets a little nicer. But I am worried until we see, yesterday again, we had 2,200 new cases in the state of Illinois. And I think we were like maybe 98 more deaths yesterday or something of that nature. There's still a lot of reason to be concerned daily. I am preaching to our staff. I've been sending out either a newsletter type on Facebook and on our webpage every Friday. The 1 week I did a video, and I may do a video tomorrow.
Got a question about real estate around the St. Louis Metro East area? Call me, Brian Vogt, at 618-210-2451. Or for a free copy of my Amazon #1 best-selling book, Ready, Set, Sold, visit my website at brianvogt.com. Thank you for tuning in. This is Brian Vogt. Until next time on Ready, Set, Sold.